only healthcare workers.
Okay.
So that 12,000 people, and this entire process will be on a portal. So online we will be able to see that this 12,000, who are these people, including their documents we have submitted, their Aadhaar card. Even when they will come for vaccines, we will check their message, the message we went to them, what is the proof that you are the same person. Jalandhar is the district which is doing maximum sampling of any district in Punjab. So ensuring bed availability is a major concern. The remaining things, yes, we try to improve our quality of care. We do frequent seminars also through PGI doctors with all private hospitals, which we are doing. Today, starting from zero, we have about 51 hospitals on board, and even for phase 2, like Delhi data, we were thinking of a wave 2. So I visited again private hospital, and they assured me that if need be, we will jack it up further by 33% to 50% more.
Hello everyone, you are watching True Scoop and this is Avneet Kaur. Today we are here at Deputy Commissioner Jalandhar's office to have an exclusive conversation with Deputy Commissioner Jalandhar Mr. Ghanshyam Theory regarding COVID vaccine. As we all know, the world has gone through a very tough time and finally the good news is here that the vaccine has arrived. We expect the vaccine is soon to arrive in Jalandhar, and regarding that, we'll talk to Mr. Ghanshyam Theory that how and what arrangements that the administration has made regarding the COVID vaccine. Welcome to True Scoop, sir.
Thank you very much.
Sir, as we know, the vaccine is very soon to arrive. Just a week before, Chief Secretary Vinny Mahajan was here in Jalandhar and she had a press briefing where she said the Punjab is soon going to have the vaccine and so the districts also. So what arrangements have you kept in place for the COVID vaccine in Jalandhar?
So in Jalandhar, for the past couple of days, the overall preparation has been going on for vaccine delivery only. So Government of India is constantly they're doing VCs with the states, and we are having our preparation in the district. So currently overall we have a database of about 342 vaccinators who can deliver vaccines. So every vaccine team will be having 5 people. So and one session which will be at one spot with one team can deliver 100 vaccine shots in a day.
In a day, right?
Yes. So the peak capacity what we are expecting for Jalandhar would be, if 342, if you do a broad number, 350, then probably 35,000 in one day we can deliver. That's our peak capacity.
Right.
However, since the vaccine program will be in a phased manner, so the first vaccine shots will be only for healthcare workers,
Frontline.
not even for other frontline workers.
Okay.
So the first vaccine delivery will be, we have submitted a database of 12,000 healthcare workers, which has government and private doctors and other paramedical staff. Only healthcare workers.
Okay.
So that 12,000 people, and this entire process will be on a portal. So online we will be able to see that this 12,000, who are these people, including their documents we have submitted, their Aadhaar card. Even when they will come for vaccines, we will check their message, the message we went to them, what is the proof that you are the same person, because everything. So Government of India CoWIN portal, when the vaccination starts, will be able to have a real time data, okay, that these many people of Jalandhar districts have been covered from the vaccine. So currently, for the first, even in the first phase, the foremost priority is to the healthcare workers. So that all we have taken data from all the private hospitals and the government hospitals, who are the doctors and paramedics. We have submitted that database.
Right.
Other people who are in the phase 1, apart from the healthcare workers, are obviously the other frontline workers,
The police and
people from the armed forces, people from central armed forces, including your CISF, BSF, other paramilitary forces, and then Government of India is planning to cover in the vaccine vulnerable population, that is those who are aged above 50 years. So if we do the same analysis for Jalandhar with a population of 22 lakhs, then roughly maybe somewhere ranging from 6 to 7 lakh people will be covered. So that is how things will happen. But Yes. So
what is the doses we are expecting to receive? How much doses?
see, it is because we are expecting that for the healthcare workers we will get the doses in January. So we are
January.
expecting that January the process of delivering to the. But then what are the overall numbers which government, because government of India would be looking at very big numbers. So when you divide amongst 650 to 700 odd districts, what sort of numbers we'll be getting, it will be slightly difficult. But then these 4-5 categories of people will be taken up in phase 1. So we are expecting maybe once we cover, so we are expecting that by January we should be able to deliver to the healthcare workers, and then from then on the other frontline workers and all, the process should start, and maybe by end of March, April, we are at some reasonable progress in the category 1 which is to be done. So that
you
is.
have distributed 33 sites, right? 33 sites have been charted out from your side where the vaccine will be available and where the vaccination will be done. My question here is that in those 33 sites, 2 sites are those which have been in the news for all the wrong reasons, we could say. So what has been your ground of selecting these sites, either the facilities, the space, or the we can say professional workers, health workers? So on what grounds these 33 sites have been selected?
See, these sites is also a work in progress, in the sense, because when I was saying that there are 2 kind of planning which is going on. These 33 sites are only when we are talking of delivering to the healthcare workers only. So if you would see the overall number of sites, we can go up to as big a number like 1,000. See, so if we receive the vaccinations in bulk, it will be the process will be something like you see in elections. That you can make a session site. Session site is nothing but a term for a vaccination site. So you can set up a session site in a school, in an Anganwadi circle. So you will have to do it like elections we do. So we may have to shift the site. So if there is any particular concern about any particular site, because the numbers which we might jack up, maybe it may go as high as 1,000 sessions.
Certain sites are private hospitals, but there will be any intervention of those private management committees or something in the process of this vaccine, or the team will be from the administration?
We see when you are delivering vaccinations, you will have to see both the numbers, because because we are covering private healthcare workers also.
Right.
So they have also come forward that yes, since you are delivering vaccine to our own healthcare workers, we would also like to come on board for the process, and we would like to give our manpower for that purpose. See, the point is, like you have seen in the COVID process so far, government hospitals were the first to come forward and start the process, and I think if the numbers are reasonable, I think, because the UNDP person who is coordinating all this vaccination drive, we had a district task force meeting just 2 days before, and I was asking where do you foresee the bottleneck in the entire process? Let's say if we are supposed to do 8 lakh people in Jalandhar for the phase 1, and if we do that analysis that we have 350 odd people delivering 100 vaccines in a day, so it becomes 35,000 per day is the peak capacity. You'll be able to do 1 lakh in over a period of 3 days. So if you have to do 8 lakhs, then probably you require 24 days. But then the bottleneck in this process would be after 14 days you have to deliver second shot. So so what number you can do? But then, as per our assessment internal, the bottleneck probably would be the delivery of vaccine from government. As far as our delivery capacity is concerned, that is pretty reasonable. We have a capacity currently of storing 12 lakh doses, out of which about 4 lakh doses are already being used for the other vaccination drive. So we have a empty available capacity of 8 lakh doses, which is the number probably we are looking for the entire delivery. Everything will be online, so there will be minimal discretion, or rather zero discretion at the level of those who are dealing with the vaccination process to shift any vaccine from one person to other.
That will be,
so they have to, because everything will be on computer, so everything will be matched, and that data will be uploaded. And even if you have to replace, the formal permission will come that okay, these people, maybe it may just happen that certain people who have given the database now, if they are not able to come and for whatever reason, let's say if we are able to give vaccination to 90%, so if 10% is left over, then we have to submit that these 10% people have not come for whatever reason or whatever, and then you have to get them reassigned, and only those people who are reassigned will be administered. So it cannot be a pick and choose policy.
It is like you have just planned it beforehand.
Yes, very much.
Right. Sir, so far the sampling has been concerned. We are seeing the cases in Jalandhar is decreasing. But there are also allegations like though the number of samples that the civil hospital or administration claims, that is not true. The sampling has reduced, so the number has reduced. So what do you have to say on that?
So we had a meeting with the Special Secretary Health, who is in charge of sampling in Punjab. So he rather praised Jalandhar that Jalandhar is the district which is doing maximum sampling of any district in Punjab. So we are consistently doing 4,000 plus samples. Our target was 3,200, and out of those 4,000 also we are doing 3,800 to 3,900 only RT-PCR. I have told them that we should not use rapid test kit. Rapid test should be used only when a person is symptomatic.
Right.
So we are doing 90% plus, and we are doing 4,000 consistently even when it has dropped. You know why? For us at this stage, finding out more is helpful. See, Punjab, if you will see, is never pointed out for the absolute number of cases or for absolute number of deaths in Government of India. The issue with Punjab probably is relatively higher CFR. The CFR is high. So how will you kind of reduce CFR? You try to control your deaths as many as possible and try to detect as many more number. So it is like we are pushing our teams to detect. The day when we have less than 50 detection, rather I take it up. Why are
What is the problem here? What is the perception going on within the people is that they feel like some of the clinics or some of the hospitals, they are giving negative reports to be positive, maybe due to COVID. Somehow, for some hospitals, it has been made a business. So, to clear this perception, what you have to say, because what I have in the field came to know, and when I interacted with the people, this was the main thing. No, the hospitals are just making it a whole business. The COVID is a business. We go, even if we are negative, the hospitals will show us positive. This perception is there within the people. That is why they are not going to get tested.
So there are two kinds of people who are getting tested. One, people who are going voluntarily. So those who are going voluntarily to private hospital, I think there is no cause of concern, because in any case they are volunteering, so there must be some symptoms. Then those whom we are testing free of cost, let's say if in those cases, if they feel yes, nothing has happened but the test report is positive, some positive, now government has made that there will be no poster of home quarantine outside your house. There will be home quarantine will be allowed immediately. So we will not be forcing you. Rather we'll be giving you a quit. If you feel like yes, you kind of just monitor yourself. If you feel health is deteriorating, you come to the hospital, and let me tell you, no matter this might be a general talk of the town also that yes, it is a created, but by now each and every one of us knows somebody personally who has been hit hard, and even if they have survived, maybe a lot of damage would have been done. So now at least everybody knows that yes, this is for real, and almost everybody might have lost somebody whom they know, maybe So it is not just rumor or something. So we need to take it seriously.
All the residents who were getting tested from the private clinic, the main concern was like there was a cap from the administration, like for 2,400 they were charging, but the administration capped the testing price. But then that was not followed by the private clinic. Then again, those who were getting tested from the private clinic, they never got call from the health staff or somewhere. So that contact tracing too lacked, due to which we can say that surge could not be controlled.
So as far as those people who are getting tested, even now from private and even previously from private, the data is shared the same day to us. So when we are taking the overall numbers, we communicate both currently the number of RT-PCR and rapid done by the government and whatever 200, 300 odd numbers, it is getting reported daily.
Right.
So the contact tracing happens for both private and that is not right.
So far, like your experience with Jalandhar, you were transferred here amid the pandemic. So how difficult it was for you to manage all the situations?
So rather, this thing happened for everybody who was transferred during that time. So I was
Yes.
not unique. So I think I'm sure when I joined here, so there was a general sentiment that okay, Mr. Varinder Sharma was here, so why was he transferred?
Transferred.
So similar kind of sentiment was seen in Sangrur also, when Mr. Tori was there.
There.
Similarly, I'm sure Mr. Varinder ji would have also faced in Ludhiana that
Ludhiana.
Mr. Pradeep Agrawal ji was here. So we were going through a search phase. It happened,
Right.
and even if you would see ki, Ludhiana has now probably the maximum number of cases. So ultimately, it's the kind of in the pandemic, what is the population of the district and what's the population of the city?
The moment when you were here, what was the first thing you found that I have to work on this particular area you find was not controllable, or something that was you found ki if this has to be corrected, then only I can further see the things.
So the first major challenge in Jalandhar was because that time private hospitals were not on board. So
Yes.
we had to deal with them, and that time only Shahkot was operational and not many people were going there.
Right.
Because if you are spending 6,000-7,000 odd there, probably why not go to DMC? So the first major challenge was getting those, and today starting from zero we have about 51 hospitals on board, and even for phase 2 like Delhi data we were thinking of a wave 2. So I visited again private hospital and they assured me that if need be we will jack it up further by 33% to 50% more. So ensuring bed availability is a major concern. Remaining things, yes, we try to improve our quality of care. We do frequent seminars also through PGI doctors with all private hospitals, which we are doing.
Right. Now, even when the vaccine is here, but the danger still persists. So, what is your message to the people? Like, we still have to adhere by the guidelines, the protocols, and the social distancing and mask. So, now the New Year and the Christmas is here. You feel like there would be people, those who want to enjoy, because 2020 all has been gone inside the house. Now, there is occasion also. So, what is your message to the people for that?
So see, I'll not be repetitive in my message of maintaining those social distancing. I think people have heard enough of that. So my message is the issue with currently what we are facing in Punjab in general and so much so in Jalandhar also, that sudden deaths are happening. So that's when we are reviewing is like within 24 hours of admission, within 48 hours, and maximum deaths are coming like this.
Right.
So people probably are confusing COVID symptoms with common cold, especially in winter. So that is why our CFR also in Punjab is probably not coming down. So at least, okay, if you are getting symptoms, do get tested. So even if you don't listen to us in terms of that social distancing norm and getting tested, at least when you develop symptoms, do get tested. Have a pulse oximeter with yourself if you can afford it.
That's all.
Thank you.